under pressure this year to duplicate what he did a year ago. In this vein, I spoke with him earlier. Juice, it's incredible. Most of the country wonders if you could ever achieve the 2,003 yards again. That's the way you go into the season. What's your view?
Well, I believe it's possible. I think one thing that may handicap me this year is we're going to throw the ball more. We're going to go to more of a varied offense. I think Jim Braxton will carry the ball a little more, so I may not get the opportunity to carry the ball as much. But one interesting statistic is in the preseason, even though we've thrown the ball much more and the fullback has carried the ball much more, I've carried the ball about 15 to 20 times, and I've only been playing about a half game, which would have me carrying the ball more.
First weekend of the 55th NFL season. And tonight's game will match the Oakland Raiders, the AFC's defending champions of the Western Division.
Of 80,000 people here at Rich Stadium in the suburbs of Buffalo as we await the start of the Oakland Raiders Buffalo Bills' first regular season game for this year. Hello again, everyone. I'm Howard Cosell. Welcome to the start of our 1974 NFL Monday Night Football regular season.
197 consecutive games. That's an NFL record. Wallace Francis, number 89, is deep, along with number 29, Don Calhoun. Wallace Francis, who led the AFC last year in kickoff returns, awaits the kick of George Blandy. He kicks from the 35. Francis will, in all likelihood, have an opportunity to make his first return of the season. 80,000 are underway, and it will be a short kick. Wallace Francis. And Francis over the 30, nailed at the 33-yard line. Let's take a look at the offensive unit. The offensive unit of the Buffalo Bills. Joe Ferguson, the second-year quarterback out of the University of Arkansas. Big people back there. Jim Braxton gained over 400 yards last year. And O.J., of course, had a record 2003. Fine receivers. J.D. Hill, a 9.3 sprinter out of Arizona State. And this could be the man that will add that punch. Ahmad Rashad and the big tight end, Paul Seymour, his second year out of Michigan. The Bills move on first and shot, moving in motion to the left. And getting the call is Jim Braxton. He gets a big hole over Joe DeLamalure and moves for 5 yards out to the 34. Underway in Buffalo. Rashad again, motioning now to the right. Picked up there by Alonzo Thomas. Getting the call is Braxton again. He needs it. Now moving into the slot is O.J. Simpson. Ferguson, Otis Sistruck, putting Ferguson under pressure, and he goes down. Tony Klein. This is young Joe Ferguson in his second year out of Arkansas. Ahmad Rashad comes toward you. Braxton gets the call on the left side. He gets a big hole before being dragged down by Otis Sistruck. Art Toms also there.
That's Neil Craig, the young man we mentioned earlier.
And O.J.'s going to be able to run tonight.
Second down and 3, a gain of 7 by Braxton. Here's O.J. Gets the hole, he gets the first down. Down, Rashad motioning to the left. Braxton over the right side and a big hole. He runs into Jack Tatum and
DeLamalure just knocks him right out of the play. They cut the ball back in. Braxton goes for big yardage. But I'm going to tell you something about Villapiano. I'll have him on my ball club any day of the week.
Scrappy, isn't he?
1 and 2. Puts the shot in motion to the left. Gives the ball to Simpson. Villapiano holds on, but Simpson, I believe, has the first down. As we begin the second quarter, a scoreless game. They have a first and 10. They're on the 31-yard line of Oakland. O.J. squirting to the outside. Picks up 5 yards before he...
Watch Phillip here, Alex. Number 41.
Okay, he shakes that strong side end this time, but comes in and makes the play. It's a good play by Phil Piano. I'll tell you one thing, when he's...
Second down and 5. Rashad motioning to the right. O.J. again over the right side. No score. Second quarter just underway. O.J. with Braxton out front. He gets very close to the first down, hit hard by Jack Tatum. And Tatum is shaken up a little bit. George Atkinson, 43, was also there.
Now notice, Alex, there's been no throwing.
Rashad sent in motion to his right. O.J. again with a big hole. see that he's following Big Jim Braxton. Moving over the left side. Good block by Reggie McKenzie, number 67.
But, oh, the balance, Frank, as he spun around. Watch that man play, Alex.
It sure is. I never tackled him. I couldn't tell you.
First and goal from the 7. Still no score. Buffalo threatening. 12-10 remaining in the first half. Braxton gets the call. Moves over Joe DeLamalure. 80,000 partisan fans screaming their lungs out. O.J. again, cutting back over the middle, inside the 5, down to the 4. Both wide receivers out to the right. Paul Seymour, the tight end, tight tackle, if you will, bottom of your screen. Rashad coming in motion, picked up by Willie Brown. Going for J.D. Hill, wide open.
You talk about the value of a quarterback who can move. They had to come in for him as he was rolling out. That left.
There was no Howard. There was no question that the cornerback forgot about the receiver. Thought that he was going to run the ball and try to come up and help on
Pressure trying to cover J.D. Hill. Alonzo Thomas.
He did a great job, Frank, until the very end, and then he made his commitment.
John Rifle for the conversion. And if you did not know already, you would know that Buffalo is on the scoreboard first. They lead 7-0. We'll be back. First and 10 now for Buffalo. They have a first and 10 on the 33-yard line. They lead 7-0. Ferguson firing complete to Ahmad Rashad. Rashad is into Oakland territory at the 46-yard line. Should be anything. Ferguson hands off to O.J. Simpson. Big hole. Watch out. Beautiful piece of running by Simpson. He's down to the 28-yard line.
He's got to have another look at that.
And he might be hurt. Simpson is down.
Oh, my God.
Saying no, and I believe it is a leg injury.
He's always had such great durability. One minor injury last year in a game against Miami, but he's been likened to Jimmy Brown in his durability. And, of course, if he's out protractedly, well, it's like O.J. Simpson. You've stopped the Buffalo Bills. It's that simple. And that time for 58 yards, still in the first half. He picked up around 20 on that carry. So he's already close to 80 in the first half against one of the finest teams in football. Right there, that may have been it, Alex. What do you think?
No, I think it happens up here a little bit. I think that's when it happens. I think he made that cut, and I think his left knee gave, and I hope it isn't the left knee. I hope it's the ankle.
And coming in to replace O.J. Simpson is the rookie from Penn State, number 21, Gary Heyman. Third down and goal, the ball at the 1-yard line. A good time for a Joe Ferguson rollout. He has the big back, Braxton. He has the rookie, Heyman. Here it comes.
With Braxton did fun. Here's Heyman. Look at his knee. Here it goes. It goes all the way back. I feel very sorry for him. He's hurt.
A former All-American from Ohio State almost came up with the interception. That's what he's unhappy about. They have the ball on their own 34-yard line. They have a 13-7 lead, 5:44 remaining in the game. J.D. Hill goes with the draw play. A surprising call to Braxton. He will not get the first down. 25.
Excuse me, Frank. I just like to say that I'm bewildered at the idea that they're not going outside at all. They're concentrating in the middle, and Oakland's almost giving them the outside, and they're not taking advantage at all of it.
Situation. 6 yards for the first down. And there is the 2-minute warning, so Coach Lou Saban play. It is 4th down and 6 for a first down for Buffalo. Back into the huddle comes Joe Ferguson, having conferred with head coach Lou Saban. He has been successful several times tonight with rollout action, giving him the opportunity to run or pass. He puts Rashad to the right. Top of your screen, number 40 is J.D. Hill. The two likely receivers.
There's Ahmad Rashad, whom Frank has talked about steadily since the game began. The acquisition from the St. Louis Cardinals for Dennis Shaw, the young man from the University of Oregon, who was once a running back. What a marvelous catch. And it was fired in there by Ferguson.
It was thrown beautifully, and it was a super catch. And hopefully we're going to look at it again. But this game is not over. The conversion could be the 1-point difference. Leipold is set to kick with Bob Chandler holding. But we still have 1:56 remaining, and keep in mind, Oakland is explosive. Oakland back out in front, 14-13. And do they love it up here?
Buffalo takes the lead without O.J. Simpson, with a young quarterback who didn't quit. Let's look at it again. And look at Lou Saban in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Now watch Ferguson firing that ball. Threw it over outstretched arms, and a remarkable catch by Ahmad Rashad, who faced actually very good coverage from Skip Thomas.
Oh, the defense was definitely there. It was a tremendous catch and a great clutch.
Incomplete. 1:39 remaining. And you cannot hear yourself play here in Buffalo.
4 prior consecutive opening games have been lost by Oakland. Dominating, they're in danger of losing the 5th.
On 3rd down, we're going deep for Cliff Grant. Oh! That did not hold on.
Now here's the fly pattern that Frank referred to earlier. Straight out. Branch with remarkable speed. Getting away from Dwight Harrison. The ball through his arm.
He's punting. No fake. He punts away. Donnie Walker on the return. Now we'll work on a clock that shows 1:23 remaining. Oakland will be forced to use timeouts to stop the clock.
I'd like to ask both of you guys if you would have kicked under those circumstances. We have 1:23 left in the game. Would you, Frank?
All right, Oakland Buffalo from the 31. They played a whale of a football game, and this man particularly, Jim Braxton.
Oh, my goodness, look at this.
How do you...
I hate
That's a touchdown.
I think I might have said that.
I've seen it all.
30 yards.
I have seen it all.
Art Thomas. And Braxton, who had played a fine football game, loses the ball here. He's hit by George Atkinson, and Art Thomas is hanging around in the area, comes up with it.
Had his ankle taped just a minute ago for this great moment.
And this game still is not over. 1 minute and 14 seconds remain.
What a twisting trend of events. One mistake after another. Everyone critical. Fiercely fought game suddenly becoming a comedy of errors. Foot, that won't say a word.
Boy, the pain that only a running back can feel when he has given up the ball that could cost the game. Jim Braxton suffering his own solitude on the sidelines. And he has played a fine football game tonight, but he coughed it up at the wrong time.
Okay, there he goes. He's trying to go to the outside. He gets jarred good. They're going for the ball. There's no mistake about that. There goes the ball. It was jarred loose. Here comes Tom's up with the ball. Number 12, Ferguson could have had him on that one, but he let him go. And there he goes, Art Towns. He'll never forget this touchdown.
Francis goes down at the 27-yard line. Mark Van Egan again down there playing fine football in the special teams unit.
Boy, What a difficult defeat this will be for Buffalo to take, with Miami coming up on Sunday. And Miami thirsting to get started after what New England did to them yesterday.
8 seconds remain. All on the shoulders of this young man, Joe Ferguson. Braxton will have the first down, but the clock is moving. Now it's stopped, and a flag goes down back in the area of Stabler. Personal foul, roughing the passer.
I think it was Bubba Smith who was going to get that personal foul. Bubba, I think, hit a little late on that play.
Number of personal fouls called against Oakland tonight.
Ferguson in and out of the hands of Wayne Mosley at 27. Rashad, bottom of your screen. J.D. Hill, 9-3 speed, top of your screen. Rashad is open. Inside the 30 to the 28. 7.5-yard line. And here he is working against Alonzo Thomas. Thomas has got to respect that speed. And beautifully thrown by Joe Ferguson, who waited under pressure until he could get rid of it. Again, against Alonzo Thomas. Turning in to the inside. Clearing a linebacker right on target. One timeout remaining to work with. 48 seconds remaining in the game. Oakland leading 2014. Flag goes down, offsides Oakland, I believe. J.D. Hill makes the completion. Let's look at J.D. Hill again. Alonzo Thomas is the man they're working against. Instead of Rashad, this time it'll be J.D. Hill. You saw the flag fly as a Raider went offsides. In our Monday night series, the worried look of head coach Lou Saban. Ferguson, he wants Hill again. And this time, picked up there by Willie Brown. J.D. Hill just out of your shot is being covered by Alonzo Thomas. They have to call interference. No question. Again, J.D. Hill is to the right. Top of your screen, Willie Brown is on Rashad. Oakland coming again with the blitz. Hill is open, but can he get it away? Oh! And in mind. And that was his wide receiver to the right, J.D. Hill. But look how open Rashad was. Second down, 31 seconds remaining. One timeout remaining. Simpson. We've seen a young quarterback, at least for this evening, come of age. And what he'll get out of this game tonight will serve him in good stead for his whole career to come. The knowledge that you can do it under the most onerous circumstances and without your superstar. This is Joe Ferguson, night in Buffalo, together with Ahmad Rashad and J.D. Hill and even Jim Braxton, who made the unfortunate fumble. The man who gave up the touchdown, we hate to say it, Leipold converts. What a football game. And there's 26 seconds remaining. Let's look at this again. Willie Brown is trying to stay with Ahmad Rashad. Rashad takes with the drive. Look at this. Spin around and Joe Ferguson, right on target. Beautiful move, a great pass, and Buffalo moves out in front, 21-20. Rashad now, 5 receptions, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And what a job the offensive line did, Frank, on that one. They didn't let anyone get in close to them. And
Their timeouts. They have 3 timeouts remaining. And the pressure was indeed taken off of Jim Braxton. It was his fumble that was picked up by Art Toms and rumbled in from 30 yards out to put Oakland ahead. And then Buffalo started their own heroics. Stabler going for Cliff Branch. He caught it.
Murciela's got the weapons to really give them fits.
all day to pass.
To Charlie Smith. And he fights to get out of bounds. Does he make it? Over with George Blanda, who might possibly go for the field goal, but he is also 47 years old as of a few minutes ago. Stabler is there. The question, will they let the grand old man try from about 50 yards? And indeed, they're going to do just that.
They're going to have to, and you're right. It's past midnight. He's 47, going on 60 after what he's seen happen here tonight.
Okay. And here it is, all on the line, a 50-yard field goal attempt.
It's short.
Short and wide. It's all over. It is all over.
Here come the fireworks. You see these fans. That team takes on Miami next Sunday. They're 1 up, none down. Miami is 0-1. And they did it without the juice in the second half.
And what a lonely walk it is for John Madden. Courageous performance by this young Buffalo Bill team. We'll be back right after this message.